Hey, what's poppin' YouTube world, and welcome to Seabear Reacts. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful, glorious, fantastic day. Your boy Seabear is back with another video. Now I know you guys were expecting a reaction video from me today, but I wanted to come on here really quickly and show you guys the process of how I create my thumbnails from scratch. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. Now this tutorial is courtesy of The Anthony Show. He's the one who actually requested this. So please, pretty please, go ahead and check out his channel. His channel will be in the description down below, so you can check out his channel. He's an awesome reactor. So let's do this. As you can see, I have my thumbnail loaded up in Photoshop. Photoshop is the program that I use to create my thumbnails, if you guys must know. So as you can see, I have myself on the far left with this white outline, and then I have the text as well in this white outline, and then you have the image in the background. So I'm going to show you guys how I set this up. It's not going to be this same exact thumbnail, but it's going to be different. So here we go, let's do this. Okay, so next step, usually what I do here is I take a snapshot from my initial reaction video. I'm gonna go ahead and use this video as an example. Pull this one up in Media Player Classic. Okay, and so usually I just scroll through the video to find the reaction that I want to take a snapshot of. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through. Maybe me smiling right here. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and file and then save image. That's gonna save it to my desktop. Save once again. And I'm gonna do the same thing to my reaction video. I'm gonna use this one as an example. Open in Media Player Classic. And then scroll through to find a place. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. File and then save image as again. And there you have it. So I have the two images that I'm going to be working with. All I have to do is pull them up in Photoshop. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. We don't need this one. That was just an example. File and then open those two images. This one and that one. Open those bad boys up. Okay, so now I have the two images that I'm going to be working with. Let me tile these out really quickly. So as you can see, I have my facial reaction right here, and then I have the reaction video that I reacted to. So let's go ahead and start with this one. As you can see, there is a blue background in this image that we want to get rid of. Usually when people want to get rid of backgrounds, they use a green screen. That makes the job easier, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys manually on how I do it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this background layer. Just double click and then hit OK. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my pen tool over here, yonder, on the far left. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go to work with the pen tool. I'm not gonna show you step by step on how to use a pen tool. There's tutorials already out there on YouTube on how to use a pen tool, but basically I just outline like the lining of my shirt and my face with the pen tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the process so it's not so boring. So here we go. Pen tool selected, and let's do this. Alright, so now I've completely outlined myself. I'm ready to get rid of that blue background. So what you do here now is you right click with your mouse and then make selection and hit OK. That will give you a selection. So I'm gonna go ahead and invert my selection by hitting Shift, Control, and then I. That will select that blue background. So all you have to do is delete, and it will get rid of that blue background for you. Now you can see I have a transparent background in the back. Perfect. So this is where the magic happens. I can go ahead and put that image in the background. from the reaction video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. All you have to do here is drag this background layer. We're gonna pull this image into this one. So you just drag this layer over to this one. Bada bing, bada boom. So obviously it's covering my face. We don't want that. We want that to be in the background. So all you have to do here is drag this layer 1 underneath layer 0, and that will bring it to the back like that. Holla. Okay, so obviously it's really small. We don't want that. So we want to make that image a little bit bigger. So we're going to transform it. Control T. That will bring you your transform tools, and you need to hold down Shift when you're making an image bigger or smaller, because if you don't, it will make the image stretchy or squishy, and we don't want that. So hold down Shift. Let me back it up a little bit. Control T and then Shift. That will keep the aspect of the picture perfectly. So we're gonna make this image bigger, move it around a little bit, and obviously you can see that I'm in the way a little bit, so I can move this around, this layer 0 myself, to the left, to the left, to the left, like that. And then we can play around with this image a little bit more, make it bigger, however you want it to be, and move it a little bit to the right. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so we are not done here. As you can see, when I moved the image, the background image to the right, it left this transparent area to the left right here. So we want to fill that in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. Let me deselect, turn this layer off for a little bit, and then just select an area a little bit over here. So I'm gonna grab my marquee tool, aka the selection tool, this little rectangular marching ant right here, rectangular marquee tool, and then just select this area. And then I'm going to hit Control J. That will make that selection into a different layer. So I can turn this on, and then I can just move layer 2 to the left a little bit with my move tool. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Something like that. So I can fill in that awkward space a little bit, and I can move it around like that. Something like that. So there you have it. Obviously we are not finished though. We still have to add that white outline. So we're gonna go ahead and do just that. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click on layer 0, which is myself. Oops, sorry about that. Double click, and it will bring up this layer style. Now what you want to do here is you want to go all the way down to where it says stroke. Check that box where it says stroke, and it will give you a stroke. Right now it is a black outline, and we want to change that to white. So if you highlight the stroke, you will see that there is a color box here. It's black. So just click on this black box, and it will bring you to this select color area. So drag this circle to the white, and it will give you a white outline. Obviously we want to make that outline bigger, so we're gonna go ahead and do just that. Hit OK. So if we go to the top where it says size, you want to move this slider right here to the right. That will make the stroke a lot bigger. You can play around with it until you're satisfied. Something like maybe right here, maybe. That's good enough. Okay. Okay, so that's how you add that white outline. But we are not done. We still have to add the text. Usually when I'm adding text to my thumbnails, I just usually say something in regards to how I feel about the reaction, like, oh, that was beautiful or amazing or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The text that I use is called Popular STD. I know that kind of sounds weird, but hey, it is what it is. All right, don't judge me. Popular STD. That's the text that I use the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and write something out. I'm gonna say maybe beautiful. Beautiful, I just want you to know. And obviously you guys can't see it because it's really small. I'm gonna go ahead and scale it up, make it bigger. Voila, there you have it. And usually I just play around with the text. Sometimes I put it at the top, sometimes I put it in the middle. And then I also add a stroke to the text as well. Just double click on this beautiful layer and then add a stroke. Come on. And then change the stroke to white. Make the stroke bigger. Something like that. Yeah, boy. There you go. Okay, so that's pretty much how I create my thumbnails. So as far as the text colors go, usually I just play around with like the background colors. You see how it's purple and yellowish in the background? So I just highlight the text right here. And then if you see this black box at the top, that's where your text color is. You just click on that. And then you just drag this little circle cursor into the background. You just click where you want the color to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose this violet color right here. All right, finishing touches are done. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it's done. If you guys have any questions regarding this tutorial, please feel free to drop your questions down below in the comment section or send me a message. Hopefully you guys learned something from this tutorial and enjoyed this tutorial. I had fun doing this tutorial. And that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this video and this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please, please enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said with the request, drop them down below in the comment section or send me a message. Links are helpful. Thank you guys. Peace.